was also very vocal yesterday. We'll take a look at what she had to say as it relates to the appointment of Minister Young, who is now the Prime Minister, or Prime Minister Stuart Young. There was a very interesting article written by attorney Richard Jagassar. I want to say good morning to Richard. It's a very long article. I don't have time to read it this morning. I may, if time permits me. But, you know, he spoke about Section 76.4 and everything that revolves around this. And he as well spoke about whether this is legal or not, or that this could be, you know, controversial in terms of legality and manipulating the Constitution to allow for this. However, I believe that now that Prime Minister Young is sworn in, I would not be surprised if the election date is called within the next week. I really wouldn't. I mean, they've put forward all their candidates over the weekend, sworn in on Monday. Candidates presented to their supporters on Sunday, sworn in on Monday. I would not be surprised if the election date is revealed within the next week. And we're looking at April. Yeah. All right? So that would not be surprising me, because I think from the time I think they announced the election date, you got 35 days minimum, I think, which would put it at a very, I stand to be corrected on that, but I believe it's 35 days, which would make it a very short campaign. But I'll double check that, because I think they have to dissolve Parliament and so on and so forth, and then there's a time frame there. Whether or not it's 3 months, I'll double check that, don't worry. All right, but I wouldn't be surprised if the election date is called very soon. All right, given the fact that there is somewhat of a controversy surrounding this appointment yesterday, as it relates to what the Constitution says, and not just the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago, we're talking about the PNM Constitution as well, because remember, they have no, Dr. Keith Rowley has just stepped down as Prime Minister, not as leader of the PNM. There has not been an internal election, nothing like that. And when I read Richard Jagassar's article, there's a little bit that ties in. There's a little tie between both. So if I get time, I'll probably get to that. All right, let's get into the paper this morning very quickly, because at the end of the day, we're going to take your calls and your thoughts on... That's somewhere. We'll take your calls and your thoughts on what occurred yesterday. So changes to 5 key cabinet posts, Young's A-team. Prime Minister Stuart Young and Attorney General Camille Robinson Regis were sworn in to form the basic core of a cabinet, and hours later, 27 other ministers also took oaths of office, administered by President Christine Kangaloo at President's House, St. Anne's, on March 17th. Young retains his role as Energy Minister. So these are the appointments and the reshuffle of sorts. Former Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez became the new Minister of National Security. I have to mention that this is the same Marvin Gonzalez, when as Minister of Public Utilities, did not know and admittedly said at a conversations, at a public conversations with the Prime Minister and other ministers, that he did not know that a leaking pipe could result or affect the water pressure. Outside of that, he's a former legal advisor to the Ministry of Transport, right? Or the head of legal at the Ministry of Transport, and he is a lawyer. So he's the new Minister of National Security. Right. And he will replace Fitzgerald Hines, who now becomes a minister in the office of the Prime Minister. Why? I have absolutely no idea. When And I say this because Fitzgerald Hines has also signaled his intention not to go back up for re-election. And he has proven himself to be the captain, the king, the emperor of incompetence. So I do not know why he is even given a post. Former Permanent Secretary and diplomat Vishnu Danpal is the new finance minister, replacing Colin Mimbert, who will now become the Minister of Public Utilities. Now, I have no problem with Vishnu Danpal. I think he has a tremendous track record. I don't think many people would criticize that selection. He has worked as a former permanent secretary, I believe. He has worked with under PNM, UNC, NAR, as far back as NAR. So, you know, I don't have no problem with that. Colin Mimbert becoming Public Utilities Minister. I just want to say to the public, right, and I want to let them know that I am on the ball with this, because Colin Mimbert is the raise everything in your rokung kotung tung guy. Remember, take away your gas subsidy, tax the living daylights out to you, you know what I mean? And there has been a lot of conversation about increased water rates and increased electricity bills. So, maybe that's why he's there. Adrian Leonce will join the cabinet as a housing minister. Finally, he has been propelled into a senior position. Right? That's Adrian Leonce. Because I've been saying for the last umpteen years, you know, they have some good ones on the ground. You know, and having met Adrian a while back at a little corridor competition, we had the opportunity to talk and that kind of thing. I think he's a good down-to-earth brother. And he's going to take up his position in the cabinet as housing minister. I have no problem with that. And he will replace Robinson Regis. And she now becomes the Attorney General. Minister of Digital Transformation, Hassel Bacchus, retains his portfolio but also becomes a junior minister in the Finance Ministry alongside Brian Manning. All right? But those are the key changes. Everything else more or less stayed the same. And those are the changes there. So, Lord Father, here I tell you. New PM wants focus on youth and security. Young calls for patience and unity. Right? Kamala says democracy lost with Young's appointment. Robinson Regis said we have very strong footing. Government to wait and see if UNC's legal threat materializes. Amcham Titi commits to working with Young. Defense Force member charged with Pleasantville woman's murder. President Defense appointing Young as PM. Chase Village residents saddened by woman's kidnapping. That is the kidnapping I spoke of yesterday. Bajan PM thanks Rowley. Kamala says Young's cabinet a joke. Business leaders optimistic about cabinet changes. You know, this is the thing with these business leaders, right? They're optimistic about the new cabinet announced, right? They're optimistic. And my thing is, like, in the realm of optimism, right? There are, and what I just said there are only two positions that you could be optimistic about. The appointment to the Ministry of Finance and the appointment to the Ministry of Housing. Every single person that was appointed elsewhere have been there for the last 10 years. But you optimistic. And that is facts. I just spit in facts this morning, you know. When somebody could tell me spit in facts, all you come true. Call me and tell me. All of them been there for the last 10 years. Camille Robinson Regis admitted on a public platform, right? Speaking at a HEC, I think it was a key ceremony, that she failed mathematics. O-level mathematics. I don't even know if she's a practicing attorney. And she has been appointed to Attorney General. So in all the lawyers that it have in Trinidad and Tobago, with experience, right? Albeit that PNM lawyers ain't want nothing with UNC lawyers. I mean, that's plain to see. Right? Right? I mean, if you're measuring both, I mean, PNM lawyers and UNC lawyers is chalk and cheese. But obviously, they can't use nobody from the other side or anybody, that have an allegiance with the opposition to be Attorney General, so they had to look within their own ranks. But I'm just saying, out of all the people, out of that pool of people, Camille Robinson Regis is the person that stood out. I'm confused. But nevertheless, let me get to Olive's house and the rest of information, and we could move on to taking your calls and your thoughts on what occurred. Now, albeit I think that the opposition is going to challenge this, although it will be interesting because in that article that Richard Jagassar wrote as an attorney, I don't want to say it's a complicated situation, but it is a rather, it appears to be somewhat of a sensitive one. But we'll get to that, all right? But Olive's house. Introducing Olive's House Senior Care Facility located in the serene Sangre Chiquito area of Sangre Grande at Rosie Latchman Avenue, Eastern Main Road, James Smart Village. And Olive's House is beautifully situated with a spacious main area, full living and dining rooms, fully equipped medical wards, as well as assisted living quarters, inclusive of all required amenities. It's designed to offer comfort, freedom of movement, and support to your loved ones in their senior years. And Olive's House is operated 24/7 by a staff of professional, qualified geriatric personnel with hot meals prepared daily according to specified dietary requirements. The service is always warm and friendly as all clients are treated with the respect and dignity that their years demand. Find out more about the services offered by contacting Olive's House Senior Care Facility on 232-6367, 291-7919, or 374-4165. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram. Also, Chef Shiraz has several courses. They started on as early as the 15th of March and continuing. There are other courses that will take place, some starting on the 18th, some from going on into April, the 3rd of April, the 5th of April, that's the bacon, the bacon and pastry course on the 5th of April. Oh gosh. Oh, excuse me, but this this cough hard to get rid of, boy. He also has the cake decorating course that starts on the 26th of April, and many others, like the bartending and mixology, etc. Now, to call and find out about all of the courses available, the payment plan available, and the job opportunities available, you just have to call or WhatsApp 3724639 or 7375097. Those are the numbers to call or WhatsApp, so check them out today. Also, Flow, that's right, security. When we're talking about security, the new Prime Minister is saying focus on security and youth and things of that nature. And if we're focusing on security and securing the things that matter the most to you, well, no matter the space or the budget, your home deserves more than just security. It deserves armor security powered by Flow in partnership with All Pro, a home security solution that protects what matters most for just $4 a day. So visit Flow in store or online at discoverflow.co for details. And Flow, bringing security home. All right? Nice one. And finally, Run Stefan Run. Do not forget, Run Stefan Run is on Sunday, April 27th. People, I want you to get registered as early as possible. We are in the month of March, and let me tell you something, these weeks will fly, and Sunday, April 27th will be upon you. And I'm saying to you, use the online registration. It's very easy to use. You go up on trinbagoevents.com, you look for this flyer. All the information will be in the caption, and the registration is $200. It's $200 for the registration / contribution, because remember, this is a charity run. It's the 3rd annual charity run, and we're giving to 2 charities specific to children this year. Those charities include the Autism Society of Trinidad and Tobago and the Couva Children Crisis Center. So we want you guys to go out and get yourselves registered right now online at trinbagoevents.com. We want to get at least 800 people out for this event. I'm capping it at 800. We're not taking registration past 800. I am not going past any huge number that is not going to be manageable. All right, next year I might look to increase it, but that will depend on the numbers that we see this year. All right, I was looking at the online registration. I see a lot of people from last year has already registered. You know, we have well over 100 people already registered. And that's through the online registration. I know a lot of people would prefer the cash registration, and that will be made available to you from April the 1st, Tuesday, April the 1st, from Tuesday, April the 1st to April 24th. I will personally be here at Synergy TV, okay? Personally, to take that registration, all right? So you could come to Synergy TV, 19 Arapita Avenue in Woodbrook, as of the 1st of April, but don't wait till then, okay? Remember, you're getting your breakfast included, you're getting your little goodie bag and things of that nature that you usually get. You know, we've already ordered the medals. We have a new design for the medals and everything. It looking sexy, it looking good to go. All right, so make sure and get yourself registered as early as possible. For further information, or those of you who would like to do a promotion on the day, or maybe lend some sponsorship to the cause, or you want to support one of the charities through a contribution, you can call 345-3380. That is 345-3380. You can also, if you're having problems registering online, you can contact Aaron on 482-5531. That is 482-5531. QRC is the location. 6 a.m. is the start time. So make sure and get yourself registered now. All right, with that, what we're going to do is we are going to take our first break. And when we come back from that break, we're taking calls all the way to about 10 to 7 on the first issue, which is your thoughts on the cabinet reshuffle. Right? So we're going to get your thoughts on that when we come back. So stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Businesses win with lower taxes. Families win with no property taxes. You will win with dialysis clinics. Families will win when we give them legal firearms to defend their home. And the senior citizens will win of having doctors visit senior citizens in their homes. Our children will win with laptops, textbooks, expanded gate, and scholarships.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with AllPro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
Allen's Bakery is a household name, serving the community for over 60 years. Their world-famous currant roll and hard dough are a must. Celebrate your special occasion with your specialty cake made to order. Located at 1109 Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, visit their bar and cafe located just next door. Try out the signature drinks with a wide range of dishes to choose from. Allen's Bar and Cafe is your next social venue. Open for lunch, takeout only, Monday to Friday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. Thursdays and Friday nights, 6 to midnight. Weekend brunch from 1 to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sundays. Let them host your next event at the Hidden Gems by Allen's. Give them a call at 718-316-6617 or email allensbarandcafe@gmail.com.
Looking for unbeatable prices on building material? Well, look no further than Anna Low Price, where saving meets quality. Get half and half Bravo for $2,800, 5 bags of cement free, and a pizza. Get Red Plaza Instant for only $1,800 with a free pizza. Don't miss out on our BRC and Seaman Special, Premium Plus, $63 per bag and $22.05 per pallet. Don't miss out on our credible block. At Anna Low Price Hardware, we have got everything you need to build your dreams for less. So visit us today and save big.
Stop waiting for the perfect time. It's now. At Health and Fitness Gyms, we don't just change bodies, we change lives.
Give me, brought me back to life. Give me, brought me back to life.
Every rep, every drop of sweat brings you closer to your strongest and healthiest self.
Give me, brought me back to life.
No excuses, no limits, just results.
Yeah, I woke alive and no changing my mind, no it had to be God. Ric Flair, yeah, you like your boy and I'm having a hard time. 'Cause I gotta speak it, no covering.
Join us today and take control of your future. Health and Fitness Gyms, where transformation begins.
On the outside, many of us look healthy, but there could be trouble brewing inside. High levels of bad cholesterol can lead to heart disease, a leading cause of death in Trinidad and Tobago. Reduce your risk with a balanced diet, regular exercise, and Jameson's Omega 369 so you could be in good shape inside and out.
Jameson Omega 369, clinically proven to reduce cholesterol.
Ringtalk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Hey! All you let we go Vincy Mas this year! I don't hear everybody talking about the vibes, the all-inclusive parties, the Juve, the street parade, and the competitions in Pan, Mas, and Calypso. And don't talk about Soca Monarch. It's real bad. And to top it off, Vincy Mas is easy on the pocket, but it's classy and very safe. So all you let we go Vincy Mas this year is June 27th to July 8th. And we in that.
Book your tickets and accommodations early. For more information, email info@vincymas.vc or find them on IG at Vincy_Mas, on Facebook at Vincy Mas, or log on to www.vincymas.vc.
Let we go Vincy Mas 2025!
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Forget about bucket lists. We want to know what's on your best life list. Vacation, education, renovation, celebration. Live your best life with Island Finance. Visit a branch near you or islandfinancetrinidad.com and live your best life now.
You can depend on Island Finance. Subject to credit approval and documents verification.
Maruga, Tableland, get ready. Member of Parliament Michelle Benjamin invites you to her 4th annual Spirit Hill Baptist Liberation Day Thanksgiving service, a celebration of faith, freedom, and culture like no other. Sunday, March 30th, it kicks off from 9:30 a.m. with a vibrant procession from Chance's Superstore on 5th Company Road, Maruga, to the Maruga Multipurpose Youth and Sports Facility for the main service at 1:30 p.m. A day of powerful prayer, uplifting worship, and soul-stirring music. The entire Baptist community's day to celebrate faith, resilience, and liberation with all of Trinidad and Tobago. Don't miss it. Sunday, March 30th will be a glorious and unforgettable celebration with your Member of Parliament, the Honorable Miss Michelle Benjamin, and the Baptist community of Maruga, Tableland. The feature address will be delivered by Opposition Leader Kamala Prasad Bisesa. Enjoy free breakfast and lunch, tokens, fresh harvest, and much more. For more details, call 321-6115 or 720-7933 or see Facebook Michelle Benjamin MP for Maruga, Tableland, and Instagram at MP Michelle Benjamin.
Y'all don't look at me so don't be judging me. Though I'm an attorney at law, I did not pass O-level maths, so figures, well, I didn't even do it.
That's the new AG. Though I am an attorney at law, I did not pass O-level maths. That's the new AG. Yes? All right. And then she said, well, as a matter of fact, I don't even do it. Out of all the people, boy, out of all the people, anyway, we're moving on. There was a very interesting editorial here by Israel Khan, speaking about the appointment here, which is very interesting. He said, as of March 17, Stuart Young has become the de jure and de facto Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and all the old talk as to whether the President would be perceived to be biased and partisan in appointing Young because she comes from the bowels of the PNM is making a mountain out of a molehill. It is simply political rubbish. The Constitution of our country, the supreme law of the land, clearly and unambiguously provides for such an appointment if the majority of the MPs in the House of Representatives signified to the President in clear and unambiguous terms that Young has their support and that he in fact is their leader in that House and that they constitute the majority of MPs of the PNM. The Constitution contemplates that the Prime Minister of the country is not necessarily the leader of the party which has the majority of MPs in the House. Thus, Young could legally sit in Parliament as Prime Minister of the country while Keith Rowley or any other person, whether elected or not to Parliament, occupies the position of leader of the PNM. End of story. The country must now prepare itself for voting for a Prime Minister and political party who are capable and willing to govern the multi-ethnic, racial, religious, and political interests of all of our citizens and not in the interests of some at the expense and disadvantage of others. And I say, without fear of contradiction, that the great majority of the people of Trinidad and Tobago was disadvantaged by all the past governments of this country. Israel B. Raja Khan, SC. Well, that clears it up. But you know, there are always loopholes. There are always there's always a spin to everything in the world of politics. But 327-7400, there was a reshuffle yesterday. The new Prime Minister is calling for patience and unity. Let me get you guys' thoughts on that. Like, you ain't got them thing yet, boy? Well, I waiting, but I ain't seeing nothing. All right, so, hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, morning, man. Go ahead, share your thoughts quickly.
Well, to be honest, this reshuffle come like the three parandel who was making parang. And all three of them, two of them was blind, and they had one-eye man. And the one-eye man tell them, look, when we reach, we're going to play music. And on his way, The next eye get burst. And he said, well, it's now we reach. And it was music down the line. And that is what we go get down the line. Music down the line from 3 blind men. The 3 blind men start with Camille, which is the top. The next
The Attorney General, yeah. She's the Attorney General right now.
and the Prime Minister himself. Those are the 3 keys for the country.
Yeah,
And
but
mind
you only
you,
call
them
2,
the
you
three
know.
keys-
You say Camille Robinson
Well-
Ridge is the new Prime Minister, and who's the third?
The waterman, how they call him?
Who,
Gonzalez.
Coleman Butt? Coleman Butt is the new
one that
waterman,
was from yeah.
Or
and,
Marvin Gonzalez, the
um,
one that was with public?
Marvin Gonzalez.
Oh, okay, all right.
And the Prime Minister himself is the 3 key for this country. You must have them 3 men, and once you have them, the 3 men across it. But what shocked me with Camille?
Quickly.
She said that she said that first she was shocked, and then she come back and say again, I wasn't shocked because I knew about it. So she started lying already, eh? And
Okay.
she took that from the Prime Minister himself.
All
But
right,
the
no
person
problem.
who responsible for it, is the Prime Minister. This is the
Okay.
man who responsible with that we
All
not
right,
mess
all right.
today. May
Okay,
the
all
Lord
right.
put a hand and help
Oh, gosh. All right, caller, thanks. All of those stick this morning. I had to cut you off there. You're going on and on and on and on about the same point. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead, share your thoughts.
The moves that the PNM and the UNC have made over the last, let me say, 20 years. I mean, give or take, if people don't agree with plenty policies and don't like this one and don't like that one, if we're being honest, and if the UNC understand what's going on, I think some people might agree with that. They're getting left behind. They might not agree with the moves and this minister and that minister and why Fitzy stayed there so long and all of that and policies. But as party politics concerned, and I live in Superior, my vote don't really count because Superior is a safe zone. No matter, yeah. So
How do you mean your vote don't really count? Why would your vote not count?
No, when I say my vote don't count, sorry. The amount of persons who vote in one particular direction where I voted in Superior, it goes in one direction every year. It don't really move.
Well, yeah.
But
I mean,
watching party politics, if you're watching party politics and big moves, the UNC is being left around the corner, and they better be careful because, yes, you might say, well, listen, just finance move and this one, the big moves. But there were movement, and when they talk about the political leader and the Prime Minister stepping down, those are big moves that was never made before and all the different things. It had persons that would like to see in the UNC. I have a lot of friends in the area, and they say, listen, why it is my party not making moves? Why we still looking the same? It have people who was there since Manning days. If you look in the PNM party, it have a few people who was there in Manning days, a few. And they go in there now, they say they're going, I mean, they're heading out, they're going out the door, they're watching the door. But for some reason, within the UNC party, it don't have that type of movement to say, listen, you know what, let me look to get somebody else. I don't understand.
All right, cool. No problem. Point taken. Yeah, man. All right, point taken. We're going again. Point taken. You want to see some moves. All right, no problem. Morning. Point taken.
Good morning, Stefan.
Yeah, morning to you. Go ahead, share your thoughts.
This isn't clearly, and I always say it, it's not what you do, you know, but who does it, right? That is what it is here. Because if I remember correctly, wasn't Mr. Gonzalez a junior minister at SORT? The SAUTT, not the SORT.
No, I'm not too sure if he was attached to SORT. I know he was the head of legal at the Ministry of Transport, and then he was moved to the Ministry of Public Utilities.
No, this was before he got into there. I believe he was in SORT.
Well, I had to go back and check that.
Yeah. But he has this $2-point-something billion over his head. He's still in there. You know, you've really... Anyway, you know, the reason why I call this morning is to just tell you, get some power mints for that cough. That would help you.
All right, no problem.
I'm trying to figure out nothing else. Okay, bye.
Yep, cool, no problem. Yep. We go again. Morning. Morning. Hello?
Yes, Stefan, morning.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Well, after 10 years, like them know, like these people know waking up. Look, we in the Lokata Talparo area here.
Uh-huh.
We in the villages, in the village areas like Brazil, Talparo, San Rafael, but we never see for stuff coming up here at all. We just see
I remember
coffee.
you telling me that
I go
already,
like, we just see coffee, but this man will be up here. You understand? Everything concentrated into Lokata, and the thing about it is how they open the police station there. Which station what that was again? That they had
The
police
Brasso,
station.
what, the Brasso police
Right.
station? Yeah.
Right, you understand?
After
And still-
the crime, all the crime that take place in the area, yeah.
So apparently they're waiting for something to happen in the San Rafael area to open up the San Rafael police station.
Okay.
You understand? But
Oh, yeah, that's
infrastructure,
San
roads I think
Rafael
up here so bad, boy. Roads up here so bad, you know, boy. People really have to be stupid to vote back for that idiot, you know.
Hold on. All right, no problem. Thanks a lot. Oh, boy. Never underestimate the stupidity of a Trinidadian. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan. How you going?
Stupid bad, you know. Morning.
Morning, Stefan. How you going?
Hello.
Hello? Morning. Hello?
Yeah, hello, go ahead.
Yeah. Stefan, I have a white dog. And it's had some people as we walking in the road, right? And they're complaining that how, you know, the dog aggressive and it has attacked them and thing. So I take some black hair dye and I dye up the dog and thing. You know, the same set of people was passing and they're petting the dog. I don't know what it is wrong with people in this country. After 10 years, they still want to know who to vote for in this country. Well, I would say vote back the PNM. We have a new leader. We have a new attorney general. We have a new, whatever they call them. That is what we have. So we're going to get new governance in Trinidad and Tobago for the next 5 years under the PNM. And everybody in this country should Google what government means and then continue how they're living in Trinidad and Tobago. Have a good morning, Stefan.
All right, man, no problem, man. Cool. Good boy. Back boy, this is Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Stefan.
Morning, man. Go ahead, share your thoughts.
Yeah, what happened there is something really wrong, eh? It's a real bad precedent that started, but it only start now, right? It start from the time Rowley come in and they put Maxi Coffee as the chairman at the EBC, right? All them did was just little things to see what people will do. Remember, they even take a woman out the belly at the PNM and make she president. All them thing is wrong because you know why this thing is wrong? Because why is it mightn't have the law saying something like that? But that have moral and spiritual value. And why I will say that it have moral and spiritual value? Because these posts supposed to be independent. And independent mean no affiliation with any party, right? It doesn't matter what the person have in their mind, right? And you just cannot take a person just out of your party and make them, because that will have biases in it. So we allow this thing to take place until it comes out with no election in your party and you install your own prime minister, right? Without anybody having any say in it, because the people in the PNM get weak. Because just what they lulling the UNC 5 for calling Kamala to call the election, and they put off their own election, and then had the convention and things. So the people in the PNM get weak, and Rowley take over everything with his attitude. As he see a little opening, he do that, and he ain't care. So this is something wrong. Good morning to you, Mr. Stefan.
All right, no problem. Yeah, man. Going again. I'll take this one. Morning.
Hello, very good morning to you, Stefan.
Morning. What's up?
Stefan, this new finance minister might be worse than Coleman, but I know the man, and he's a yes man. A yes man. Anything they tell he gonna say yes. And two, Marvin Gonzalez didn't know if water going up a hill on a pipeline, and if it have a leak, the pressure would drop. And that is the man who went and see about national security. Lord boy. Hey, all the best, Stefan.
Yeah, man. Oh, God, Lord of mercy. I I tell you. And yes, Marvin, I can confirm, yes, Marvin Gonzalez was a member of SORT prior to 2010. So before 2020, he was in SORT before 2010. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stephanie Kosanosha.
Kosanosha, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Kosanosha.
Kosanosha strikes again, Stefan. We never elect this Prime Minister, you know, right? This Prime Minister was never elected as somebody with a put in place, and that's what the mafia does do. The mafia does put the people in place, right? So the 1% is stronger again, right? So when you check it out, look at all the ministers and them did a long time before Stuart Young, right? Stuart Young come from Norway, and he become the Prime Minister just so, right?
Okay.
It's now time for you to get up and drink the coffee. Now it's time for you to drink the coffee and stop smelling the coffee, right?
Okay.
And I feel, and I know right now we can make a citizen arrest, right? Because the PNM misbehaving in public office, and the citizen of this country could put on the foot and make a citizen arrest and make a clarion call and say enough is enough. Because everything is mafia in this country. Look, they move in boat now, because when they move in boat now, what they're going to do? They put Kamil Rabansi to get rid of the boat case as the new Attorney General.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that is the reason why. But
that part of the plan.
I'm saying,
that
you know,
part of the plan. You have to look beyond the tape, you know.
No,
right?
I like the play on words.
You have to look beyond the tape. That part of the plan, but.
All right, Kosanosha, all right.
It's
a mafia, don't right, yeah, man. All right, my brother. Oh, God. Yeah, man, Folgers in your cup. All remember that? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. You know, I never drink Folgers coffee. Hello, good morning. I want to feel good. Morning.
Good morning, Stephen. Good morning. Man on the ground here.
Yeah, man on the ground. Go ahead.
But I think we're in a better place, so we don't have to worry. And I believe to myself, every day I watch the politics game, you always see like it dropping. So right now we're reaching a kindergarten scale, right? Because do you hear what the woman say? She don't have this and she don't have that, but she's an attorney now. So that is how politics get. They're taking anybody and putting them in any place. But by the end of the day, that's how one question is, Stefan. As the Prime Minister leave Parliament, he resign, right? He gone. What about them Spanish and them he bring? Is he sending them back, or he will help them go back? Because I think he bring them in now, so he should carry them back. Stefan, I'm blessed one.
All right, no problem. Lord Father. And it's not, he didn't bring no Spanish here. Let me be clear. Venezuelans are from Venezuela, Spanish from Spain. All right, nice. Don't mix up the two. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Mr. Stefan.
Yeah, man, what's up?
You know what I like? Let me tell you what I like. I like how the people talking and how the media talking, and even how the Prime Minister and new Prime Minister talking as if they know vote out Kamala. They're now tackling crime. They're now tackling the economy.
Yeah.
They're now tackling security. And the 10 years before, that was PP. The 5 years before, that was PP. So PP were on the country for 15 years, and the PM now win the election. That was the media talking this morning. That was people talking this morning.
You know,
I would be walking in this place, right?
I have never seen. This morning, right, on the front page of the paper, there's a picture here, Minister Young, Prime Minister Young and his sons, fine. Changes to 5 key cabinet posts, Young's A-team, fine. That's the headline. And right in the corner here on the front page, there's an editorial, a new era for TT. I don't think I've ever seen an editorial as part of the front page of the newspaper.
A new era?
A new era for Trinidad and Tobago. That's what the yeah, that's
a new era, you say, you know.
But this is what it mark, a new era for TT. Editorial. Look at right here.
Like part
editorial.
of Star Wars trilogy. Like part of the Star Wars trilogy. This ain't making no sense at all. None whatsoever. But
well, it makes
them fellas. It making sense
it
for
would
the
make
people
sense
who
in certain circles. It making sense in certain circles.
The same way Pontius Pilate wash his hands. With the new appointments and the new swearing in and the quote unquote new cabinet, we starting from new.
Okay.
We starting from fresh. Whatever issues they had before the last 24 hours, that don't exist anymore. So all I'm thinking talking about 2.1 billion missing that it's not missing money. That was in our parallel universe.
All right.
We go into a new universe now.
Yeah.
So everything from before that don't exist.
All right, bud.
Starting over.